Okay, so here just log into the VLabs iitbac.in VLabs Digital Electronics. I have shared a link with you, just go through. It will be there in the video description also. So in this you have some list of experiments. Click on list of experiments. You will be taken to one more pop-up where you can see 12 experiments in this. Okay, so this is totally a complete virtual lab. Even everything, the whole syllabus can be executed within this 12 experiments. So look at the first experiment, verification and interpretation of truth tables and or not and NAND gate. Okay, this is the very first experiment. So in this you can, when the moment you click on this, there will be one more window that will get open up. Just be online. Okay, so it will tell you what is the aim of this experiment. Okay, so it is to verify the logic and the truth table for AND or NOT, NAND, XOR and XNOR. Okay, XNOR gates using RTL logic, DTL logic and TTL logic. Okay, so RTL logic is a bit outdated, even DTL is also outdated. Only TTL is now in the market. Okay, it is readily available in the market. You can work with TTL logic the more, right. After this aim, we will just move on to the next thing, which is procedure. Okay, first thing is procedure. So in procedure, there is a detailed information how to connect AND gate, NOT gate using switch logic. I will tell you all the combinational logics for this thing. Okay, it is very clearly given. AND gate, first connect the plus 5 volt supply. Why 5 volts? Is there any specific reason? Can somebody answer this question? Why only 5 volts? The reason is all the logic gates, any logic gate you take, this plus 5 volts is nothing but 1, logic 1. At the same time 0 volts or ground. Okay, in digital circuits it is not been called as earth or something, it is called as ground. Ground stands for 0 volts, that is 0. At the same time 1, digital logic 1 will stands for 5 volts. Okay, so this is, there are some procedures that were given. Let us directly switch to simulation. In simulation, when you click simulation, there will be one more tab that, there one more window that will get opened up. So you have different buttons for conducting different simulation. Let us start with AND gate. When you click on simulation, there are two types of simulators. There will be a new tab that gets opened by itself. There are two types of simulators. Simulator 1 will perform switch transistor logic. Okay, switch, transistor and resistor logic. It will use a resistor as a logic input. Transistor is the logic element, right? Transistor is the logic element. Here the transistor 1, it is an NPN transistor, stands for, what is N? N type of material and P type of material. There are two types of material, no? Semiconductor devices. So that is called as NPN, that has been used here. The emitter, this arrowhead is called as emitter. This base, the central part is called as base. The top part is called as collector. The emitter of transistor Q1 is being connected with the collector. Okay, this is where you provide your whole supply, collector region. Okay, and that is being again controlled with a switch. The output is being given to a bulb. So transistors in this case, both the output of one transistor is dependent on the output of the another transistor. These two are the input switches. This is the power switch. Clear? Right. First thing is, in order to conduct this simulation, what you have to perform is, first thing is, you first connect the battery. When you just click on the battery, it will automatically gets connected with the battery, positive and negative. Switch on the, click on the switch in order to make the power that is being given to both the switches. Okay. Since it is an AND gate, both the switch 2 and switch 3 should be high in order to make this bulb as high, right. If I switch on switch 2, the output is not yet on. If I just switch off switch 2 and switch on switch 3, even in that case also the bulb is not on. That means now the initial condition is 0 0, second condition is 0 1, then also it is not on. So the condition is output as 0, 0 0 it is 0, 0 1 also it is 0, and 1 0 1 0 it is also 0. When you click on 1 1, okay, when you click on 1 1, then only the bulb is on. Clear? Whenever you are switching the switches and all, the actual color of these wires, okay, of these wires are actually turning green. Okay. Now you got few questions. The very first question is, why there are two resistors here? Why there are two resistors here? The reason is the battery supply, okay, is being directly fed to transistor. That is not a good connection. Reason, whatever the current that is being offered by the battery, the transistor will consume that current, and it will be upon whenever it is consuming a higher current, what happens? It will become heated up, it will become hot, and ultimately because of this I square RT loss, whatever the law says, whenever a current carrying conductor gets heated up, there is a high chance of it will get exploded. So you have to limit the current. So since a resistor is a current limiting device, there is one resistor here. At the same time, there is one more current limiting resistor for Q2 as well. So whenever I am just making this switches on, the current whatever that is being fed to this transistor is limited by the current in this experiment, right? Any doubts in this? This type of explanation or this type of circuit and explanation is more limited with switches, resistors and transistors. That's it. Okay. Hence AND logic is verified. Going to simulator 2. Okay, going to simulator 2. This is more related with the truth table verification. More related with truth table verification. Look at the circuit. It is not an it's a non-electrical circuit. It's a logic circuit. Okay, it is not an electrical circuit. It is more like a logic circuit. This is only for validation of your experiment. That is, if I am giving 0 and 0, I am estimating the output to be 0. If I check it, okay, here at the bottom there is a truth table verification. Whenever I put 0 here and click on check, the remarks it is telling it as correct. So we will check for another two logics also. So 0 1 also it is 0. Similarly 1 0 also it should be 0. Whenever it is 1 1, if I am just making it as 1, my logic will be correct, right? For all the four combinations I got remarks as correct. By chance you made it as 0 and you checked it, it will show you an incorrect result. Okay, since we all know that whenever both inputs are high, then only the AND output will be high. Any doubt in this? Okay. Now we will move on to the next gate. Okay, just click on this, just close it. You take a screenshot of all these things. Okay, paste it on your lab record or wherever you like, but I will tell you the record format. Similarly OR gate, the moment you click on OR gate, a different combination of this thing will be appeared. So in the previous case we were using diode transistors. In this case we are using a diode, right? Same experiment procedure. Connect the battery. There are two diodes here. Here there is no current limiting resistor because there is already a current limiting resistor before the LED, but if you are planning to put, there is nothing wrong, you can put two current limiting resistors here also, that is also correct. Or is any one is high, the output will be high. 0 0 condition, it is 0, 0 1 high, 1 0 high, 1 1 also it will be high. It's a parallel logic. Go to the simulator 2. Okay, in this we have to verify 0 and 0. That condition it will be 0, check it is correct. Similarly 0 1 it is 1, check it is correct. 1 0 it is high, that is 1, check it is correct. 1 1 also it is high. Okay, right. Any doubts in this till now? That is NOT gate. It's a very simple gate. It can be done at home also. It's a very simple gate. Here whatever we are using is a RTL logic only, that is called as resistor transistor logic. So same procedure. Here we got one transistor. What kind of transistor is this? NPN. Okay, always from positive to negative the arrow should be there. So PN and the remaining is N. So that way you can remember. Connect the battery, click on the main switch. By default it is on, right? Reason, defaultly I have connected 0. Okay, so that's the reason it is on. Whenever you are switching this, the thing should be off. Clear? The thing should be off. Whenever I am switching on, the thing should be off. Similarly, go to simulator 2. It is 0, it is 1. Check the condition. It is correct. Similarly, it is 1. The output should be 0. Check the simulation. It is correct. Right. Then move on to the next thing, which is NAND gate. Okay, which is a combination of AND and NOT gate. So check into the simulator 1. In simulator 1 we got again an RTL logic. Okay, so there is a bypass of this output of the bulb without the interaction of these two transistors. Okay, I'll tell you what is the reason. So click on the battery, connect the switch. By default it is on. Reason, the output of the NAND gate with the 0 0 is technically high, right? So that's the reason. Whatever the direct current is driving the bulb with a resistor on. Whenever I am switching it at least 1, what happens? Then also it is high. Whenever I am switching both, in that condition it is off. Similarly, at least one possible output should be there in order to make it high. Okay, that's the NAND gate. Similarly, go to the simulator. So 0 0, what should be the output? It should be high. It should be 1, right? It's correct. At least 1. 0 1, this should be 0, right? Incorrect. Reason, it should be high. At least one possible output. And similarly 1 0, it should be 1. For 1 1 alone, it is 0. Okay, at least one possible input is actually driving. If both are high also, it is not driving, right? If only one possible input should be high at the same time, or one case should be 0, right? In that case it is driving the bulb, right? Go to the NAND gate. Okay, it's a combination of AND and NOT gate. Okay, here also there is a TTL logic, right? There are two transistors. One is directly driving the output. Okay, sorry, we have already done this. NOR gate. So NOR gate, here it is in a cascaded form. Okay, in the previous case also it's a cascaded. What do you mean by cascading? One after the other, right? So here just connect a battery, connect the mains on. By default it is on in NOR gate. Okay, you can verify the truth table of NOR gate. By default, whenever both are zeros, the output will be high, right? Whenever at least one possible thing is 0, the output will be high. A or B, no, or NOR. Okay, here it is NOR, right? Whenever I am just making it as high, what happened? Okay, at least one thing is high. In that case it is off. Similarly, when both are high also it is off, right? Both should be zeros in order to make it high. That means or A or B, right? But here it is NOR. It is a negation of OR, right? Similarly, verify the simulator 0 and 0. What should be the output? It should be high, right? At least one 0 is there, the output should be low, right? So if both are ones, what happens? It's also 0. Okay, only for 0 and 0, that is both are off, then only it will be taking it as correct, right? So there are various applications of these gates. Okay, so the application part we can discuss in the later classes. Similarly, we will go with exclusive OR gate. Okay, so this is also been made in RTL logic, resistor transistor logic. Here you have to power up the supply. Okay, Once it is powered on, you have to take these two switch combination. Here, the transistor, the first set of transistors Q1 and Q2 are cascaded. The output of one transistor is driving the other transistor. Similarly, it is exactly in a flipped position. Okay, in a flipped position, right? What kind of configuration is this? Common emitter. This is common collector. These two got a common collector, right? Any doubts in this? Both are having a common collector. Here it is a common emitter configuration. So what is exclusive OR condition? At least one should be high in order to make the output as high. I am making it as 1 as switch on, the output is high. If both are low or if both are high, the output will remain high. So the output of these two transistor groups are being connected with one more two transistors which are cascaded together. Okay, keep these two circuits in mind, because it's very essential how the current passes and all. Okay, so first case, there is a common 5 volts passes through this one and the base of the second group of this. These two are first group, this is group 2. First group, there is a common current that is passing through transistor Q5 and collector of transistor Q1. Okay, similarly, the emitter of the Q1 is connected with the collector of Q2, and the emitter of the Q2 is connected with the ground. Okay, similarly, from the same 5 volts, the collector of Q3 and the collector of Q4 are being connected together. It's the same 5 volts, right? The base of Q2 and the base of Q4, okay, and Q1, that is Q1 and Q4 are connected together. Q2 and Q3 are connected to one input switch. Are you getting it? One input switch, right? So the collector portion is being fed to the base of the Q5, and the base excuse me, the base portion of the transistor Q6 is connected with the emitter portion. Okay, emitter portion of Q3 and Q4. Keep this thing in mind. Okay, here there are some specifications that are given, that is resistor 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 and 8 are 10 kilo ohm. 1, 2, 4 and 5, 7 and 8 are 1 kilo ohm. Those are called as higher resistant values. Similarly, resistor number 3, 6 and 9. Okay, resistor number 3, 6 and 9, okay, are 5 kilo ohm, which are lesser resistant value. That means these three resistors will allow lot of current. Okay, this one, okay, the resistor 9, where is 6 and 3, okay, 3, where is 3, resistor 3, okay, these are of 5 kilo ohm. Clear? Similarly, we will just check the simulator too, that is, if it is 0 and 0 common outputs, you will get output as 0, right? For at least one as input, okay, one input as high, you will get high. Similarly, both are common, also you will get 0, right? For all the conditions it is satisfied. Okay, any doubts in this till now? Similarly, you can go ahead with exclusive NOR gate. Okay, if both are different inputs, you will get the output as low. Okay, if both are high or low, you will get output as high. Okay, so somewhat changes, major changes in the circuit. Okay, so you got transistor Q1 is connected with just a simple emitter, common emitter configuration, where base is connected with 5 volts. The collector of this transistor is fed to one cascaded transistor group Q2, Q3 and Q4, okay, where Q2 is connected with the same emitter and common collector configuration. The collector of this is being fed to these two transistors, that is Q1's collector is connected with Q3, Q2's collector with Q4. Okay, the output of these two cascaded output is connected directly with one transistor Q7, which is to the base. Okay, the collector of this thing is connected with, there is a common collector for these two transistors. Similarly, there is one more cascaded group, okay, where the switch 1 input is connected with Q5 and switch 2 to Q6, and the switch is also connected with, the switch 2 is also connected with Q2, switch 1 is directly connected with Q1, right. So the output of these two transistors is connected as a emitter configuration, common emitter. The emitter of this transistor and this transistor are connected with a bulb here. Resistor specifications were already given here, you can go through. Just click on the switch. Both are low, so the output is high. At least if one is low, the output will be low. Okay. If both are high also, the output will remain high. Clear? Similarly, we can go with the simulation. Both are zeros. Okay. So the output will be high. Common things. If at least one is high, the output will be low. Right? Even if it is 1, 1, the output will remain high. Okay. Right. So that is all about the logical gates and the two combinational gates.